All right, today we're going to break down this really powerful 7-part framework that, I'm telling you, could totally revolutionize your marketing. The goal here is pretty simple, right? We want to stop making noise and start telling a story that's so good your customers just have to listen. Okay, so let me ask you something. Does your marketing ever feel like you're just shouting into the wind? You know, you're pushing out all this stuff and it's complicated, maybe a little confusing, and it's just not landing. If you have that gut feeling that you're losing people because your message isn't clicking, well, you're probably right. But the good news is we're going to fix that right now.
So here's the thing. The number one reason most marketing fails, it's not about product. It's not that you're not trying hard enough. It's just confusion. Literally the second a potential customer has to burn brain calories to figure out what you're even talking about, they're gone. They've already tuned out and moved on.
You got to remember this one thing. Confuse and you'll lose. It's that simple. If your message isn't crystal clear, you are absolutely losing customers to your competition. And get this, even if their product is worse than yours. Why? Because our brains are lazy. I mean, they're built for survival, which means conserving energy. And that means they will always ignore something confusing and go for the easy, simple choice. Let me give you an analogy. Think about noise versus music. What's the real difference? They're both just sound waves, right? But music is organized noise. It follows a structure, a set of principles that just works. It connects with us. Well, a great brand story does the exact same thing. It takes all that chaotic marketing noise and organizes it into a clear story that our brands are just, hardwired to understand and to love. Okay, now we're getting to the absolute core of this. This is the big idea, the paradigm shift that this whole thing is built on. And honestly, this is where almost every single company gets it completely, totally wrong. I want you to really let this sink in. Your brand is not the hero. You are not Luke Skywalker. You are not Katniss Everdeen. Your customer is the hero. They are the only one anyone actually cares about. Think about it. We're all the heroes of our own lives, right? So the minute your brand tries to steal that spotlight, you're not inviting the customer into a story. You're actually competing with them. And guess what? You're going to lose that fight every single time. So if the customer is the hero, who are you? What's your role? Well, you're the guide. You get to be Yoda. You get to be Haymitch from the Hunger Games. You're that wise character who's already been there, done that. You get their struggle, you have the know-how, and you have the plan to help them win. The guide never takes the glory, right? The guide makes the hero look good.
So let's talk about this formula. What is it? It's actually a super clear, repeatable framework that Hollywood's been using for decades. It's the secret sauce behind all those billion-dollar blockbusters. And the crazy part is, it's the exact same formula you can use to make your marketing crystal clear.
Okay, so here it is. It all comes down to 7 key steps. You have a character who has a problem, and they meet a guide who gives them a plan and calls them to action. And that whole journey leads to one of 2 places: success or failure. Let's dig into each one of these. First up, number 1, a character. Every single story kicks off with a character who wants something, and that character, that's your customer. You have to get super clear on what they want. Is it financial freedom? Do they want to be a better parent? Or maybe just finally get a good night's sleep? Whatever it is, that desire creates what's called a story gap, and we as humans are just wired to want to see that gap closed. But look, a character just wanting something, that's not really a story, is it? It's just a situation. The story really starts when they run into a problem. And the best problems, the ones that really hook us, have 3 layers. First, there's the external problem, the obvious thing, like, I need a new website. Then there's the internal one, how that problem makes them feel, like, I feel so overwhelmed by all this tech. And then there's the philosophical problem, the big why. Something like, small businesses deserve the same great tools as big corporations. See? When you can talk about all 3, you're not just selling stuff anymore. You're starting a movement.
Let's be honest. Heroes in stories are almost never able to solve their own problems. If they could, there'd be no story. They need help. And this is where you come in. Your brand enters the picture, but remember, not as the hero. You enter as the guide. And as the guide, you have to do 2 things really well. Show empathy, which is just saying, hey, we get it. We understand what you're going through. And show authority, which means, and we know exactly how to help you fix it. Okay, so what's the most important thing a guide does? They give the hero a plan.
This just demolishes all that confusion that's keeping them stuck. And the plan has to be simple, like dead simple. 3, maybe 4 steps max. Step 1, schedule a call. Step 2, we create your solution. Step 3, you succeed. It's like you're building a little bridge for them and they can see exactly how to get to the other side.
But here's a crucial point. Heroes don't just act on their own. They're usually hesitant, a little scared. They will not move forward unless you challenge them to. This is why your marketing absolutely must have a clear, direct call to action. I'm talking a big button that says buy now or schedule your demo. If you don't ask for the sale, you're just not going to get it. Period.
And finally, what makes a story interesting? Stakes. There has to be something to win and something to lose. If there's no risk, who cares? You have to paint a vivid picture for them. Show them the amazing, beautiful future that's possible if they succeed with your help. And you have to show them the negative stuff that'll happen if they don't take action. What can be won, what can be lost. That's the drama.
So, I know this might all sound like some cool marketing theory, right? But I want to prove to you that this isn't just a theory. This is the actual engine running behind the biggest stories that we all know and love.
And this is where it just clicks. Think about Star Wars. Luke is the character. His problem? The Empire, of course. He meets his guides, Obi-Wan and Yoda. They give him a plan. Use the Force, Luke. And they call him to action. Success? Blowing up the Death Star. Failure? The whole rebellion gets wiped out. Now think about the Hunger Games. It's the exact same structure. This formula is everywhere because it plugs directly into how we understand the world.
Okay, so from Hollywood blockbusters, how does this translate into marketing? Let's look at a brand that does this perfectly. I'm talking about Allstate Insurance.
Man, Allstate just nails this. The hero? That's you, the customer. The problem? They literally turned the problem into a character, that hilarious villain Mayhem. The guide is Allstate, always calm and in control. The plan? It's a simple value plan. The call to action is right there. Get a quote. And the stakes are so clear. Success is a worry-free life. Failure? Mayhem wins. It is just brilliant story-based marketing.
All right, so as we start to wrap this up, let's bring it all back home. It really boils down to one single super powerful idea. It's the thing that makes this whole framework tick.
Here it is. At the end of the day, our brains aren't searching for the best product. They're searching for the one they can understand the fastest. If you're out there making noise and your competitor is making music, well, you're going to have a very hard time. Your #1 job is to be the clearest, simplest choice out there. That's it. And so that leaves us with one big question for you. I want you to go and take a really honest look at your website, your social media, all of it. Ask yourself, what story are you telling? Are you trying to be the hero, or are you inviting your customer to be the hero and positioning yourself as the trusted guide who can help them win? Because that answer, that could change everything for your business.